The smiling woman. Every town has a story people laugh about. This one started with a woman. Not a ghost, not a demon, just a woman. At least that's what everyone thought. She appeared in photographs, only photographs. The first picture was taken during a school picnic. 30 students stood together smiling at the camera. When the photo was developed, there was an extra person, a woman, standing behind the children. Nobody remembered seeing her. Teachers assumed she had wandered into the frame. But something felt wrong. She wasn't looking at the camera, she was looking directly at one little girl, smiling. Years passed. The photograph was forgotten. Then another picture surfaced. A wedding photo, hundreds of guests. And there she was again. Same clothes, same face, same smile, no older, no younger, exactly the same. Again, nobody remembered seeing her. Again, she wasn't looking at the camera. She was staring at a single person, the groom. More photographs appeared. Family vacations, birthday parties, graduation ceremonies, crowded streets, different cities, different decades. The same woman, always hidden in the background, always smiling, always staring at one specific person. People became curious. Online communities began collecting the photos. Thousands were found. The woman never changed. Facial recognition software couldn't identify her. Experts couldn't explain her appearance. The strange part wasn't that she appeared. The strange part was what happened afterward. Every person she stared at eventually disappeared. Not immediately. Sometimes weeks later, sometimes years later, but every single one vanished, without exception. The story became famous. Most people dismissed it as a coincidence, until a journalist decided to investigate. His name was Daniel. He spent months gathering evidence. He interviewed families, police officers, historians, photographers. The pattern remained. The smiling woman always appeared before a disappearance. Always. Then Daniel found something terrifying. The oldest photograph wasn't from the 1900s or the 1800s, it was from 1847. A faded black and white image. And there she stood. Same face, same smile, exactly the same. Almost 2 centuries without aging. Daniel published his findings. The article went viral. Millions read it. Many laughed. Others became obsessed. Then Daniel vanished. No goodbye. No note. Nothing. Just gone. A year later, workers cleaning his abandoned apartment discovered a locked drawer. Inside was a single photograph. A selfie Daniel had taken while researching the story. At first glance it looked normal. Daniel stood alone in his living room. But in the reflection of a mirror behind him, the woman was standing there, smiling, looking directly at him. On the back of the photograph, Daniel had written 4 words. I finally saw her. The picture spread across the internet. People zoomed in, analyzed it, shared it. Something strange happened. The more people looked at her face, the more details they noticed. Details that hadn't been there before. A wider smile, longer fingers, eyes that seemed slightly different, as if the image itself was changing. One user printed the photograph. The next morning, he found another copy on his desk. He hadn't printed a second one. He threw both away. A week later, there were 4, then 8, then 16. Every copy contained the woman, and every version showed her standing a little closer. Soon reports came from around the world. People claimed they had seen her. Not in photographs, in real life, at train stations, shopping malls, busy streets, always far away, always smiling, always watching one person. Authorities dismissed the reports. Mass hysteria, internet panic, nothing more. Until security cameras began recording her. The footage was impossible. She never entered the frame. She was simply there. One frame empty. Next frame, the woman, standing perfectly still, smiling. The footage was never released publicly, but employees who saw it described one detail they couldn't forget. Whenever someone noticed her on screen, she would slowly turn her head toward the camera, as if she knew she was being watched. Today, the original photograph is said to be lost. Most copies have disappeared. Websites discussing the story vanish without explanation. Images become corrupted. Files delete themselves, almost as if something doesn't want the story preserved. Or maybe it does. Maybe it prefers being shared another way. Because according to the final post Daniel made before he disappeared, the woman doesn't come for people who see her. She comes for people who recognize her. People who understand they've seen her before. People whose minds connect the pieces. People who finally notice the